Morning. Alrighty. Glorious morning out here at Central Florida Paintball for the 2020 ICPL Florida. We're going to kick off the action very shortly with some 10-man. Everyone's just getting on the field, getting chronoed. So to start off with, we're going to have MVP Dark Ops playing Armada. And I think we'll start this first match from the spectator side to see how this side has changed. They made quite a few changes to the field from last year's event. I was just getting chronographed. Good old chrono beep. Might want to turn that one down. Hey, live! The Armada crew are watching it live from the sidelines. Awesome. Armada come out here to play from Mexico. We've got some players from some teams from Mexico, Canada. We actually have some players come over from England and from Europe as well for this event. Everyone having so much fun playing the 10-man Resurgence. Got lots of referees out on this Woods Ball field. The woods are quite a bit thinner. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but they're quite a bit thinner than they were last year. So I think the field's going to play a little bit faster. It's going to be a little bit easier to tell where people are going on the breakouts. We've changed it up to make sure that the dead box is on the outside, and the spectator area on the Woods Ball field has just been limited just slightly and kept to the other side of the net. Good morning, Willie. So where I'm at is right about the 50 point of the field, and because they've gotten rid of a large structure that was over here and put a few more bunkers in, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think this side on the right is going to have quite the same advantage as they did last year. Last year, depending on your style of play, there was definitely an advantage to the right hand side of the field. Ever, you're welcome. Glad you're enjoying watching. Saw you watching the 5-man yesterday as well. Sea Dogs were playing great paintball yesterday. Sea Dogs, the RC Sea Dogs out of Canada. Great bunch of guys playing some really good paintball. Didn't hear any apologies from them though. They were quite happily shooting people up. There was even a little bit of Canadian smack talk. It was quite entertaining. That may have been the 10-second. Yeah, I think that was the 10-second warning. So I think we'll watch to the right the MVP breakout. Here they come. And a big, strong breakout to the 50 bunker from MVP Dark Side. And Armada making it up strong on this tape. So he, on this left-hand side, he's just short of the 50. On the middle part of the field, you can see maybe the pallet through there. That's actually the 50, just short of the other side of the field, 50. So both these players very close to the 50. Certainly the right side of the field not able to break out quite as far as they could previously. MVP Dark Side with 4 players on this tape. Armada with 1, 2, 3, and a 4th, and possibly I think I keep falling in the brush. This is one field where fieldcraft and crawling can absolutely make a huge difference. So Armada with 3 players down this tape, one just slightly further in the thick. There's a spool over there, starting to move this way. I don't think this tape is going to be quite as easy to push from the right side as it was previously. For those of you just joining us, on the left hand side we have Armada, on the right hand side we have MVP Dark Ops. MVP Dark Ops starting to push up a little.
Hey, still the white tree, Casey, still the white tree.
Good morning, Mark. And MVP Dark Ops has lost their first player. I don't think he came from this tape, so he must have come from the middle of the field or the far side. One of the MVP players is moving back across the field.
Hey, white tree for sure. White tree for sure. Come here. Go, guys. Hey, Luke. Yeah. Can I come up to you? Hey, Casey, what are you trying to do?
So far it looks like there's 10 Armada alive,
Hey,
9 MVP Dark Ops.
White tree still.
Oh, ah, you fucker. Not sure who that person's shooting at, but got me pretty good. I think we might move over a little bit towards the centre of the field, see what's going on over there. Alright, we're behind the action now, we're going to move over towards the centre. So MVP are saying they've eliminated 2 players from the centre. I've seen 1 MVP player leave the field. So that would put it 8 Armada against 9 MVP. And there's a third one leaving from Armada from the left hand side, so it's going to be 9 on 7. It's another eliminated from the left. So there's only 6 Armada left, and they've lost their tape player on the left hand side on the spectator side. So MVP pushes up past the 50 on the left hand side of the field. And he's eliminated from inside the field. So I think that's 8 MVP on 6. There you see an Armada player in there in the thick. He just eliminated the player from MVP. So I think there's 6 Armada, 8 MVP right now. MVP pushing up again. Armada player's got a good line across there, so it's going to be hard. And MVP push another player up on the left hand side. That bunker just to the right hand side of the screen is the one holding the tape right now. And that's a big elimination. That's a big elimination for MVP. That's going to open up the left-hand side for them.
Kill the brush pile. Caution the spool on the right.
So I think that's 5 Armada left, 8 MVP.
Caution the spool in the middle on the right.
Big elimination across field from the gentleman in the center, right there. MV pushes up another player and gets eliminated from the left-hand side. There's another Armada player sneaky back there in the thick. So I think that's 7 MVP on 5 Armada now. You might be able to see just to the left of the frame through there. There's a spool and there's an Armada player in there. And he's battling this gentleman right here. Okay, so I think it's 5 Armada on 7 MVP. There's 2 Armada on this side of the field that I know of. I still see 2 Armada on this side of the field. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 MVP on this side of the field. MVP creeping up. Real good move there. There you go. That was a great move up in the centre of the field. He's only less than maybe 10 yards from guys shooting, and he's shot him out of the spool. That was a great move down the centre for MVP. Ooh! And then there's a guy on the ridge that just shot across. You can see the guy in the centre of the frame for Armada who's on the side of the ridge. And he's been eliminated from the ridge by an MVP player coming down the trench. So I think that puts us at 3 Armada left, and I think still 7 MVP. Great play down the centre of the field.
Hey! Juno! What do we have on the left? Hey, there's 1 guy on the left.
I believe it's just 3 Armada left at this point. And MVP loses another one. Whoever's playing on the left-hand side of Armada is doing some great work holding the line, shooting out the tape players. I believe that's 6 MVP now live. MVP push up again. They have just 2 players on this tape.
I still need that. Hold on, listen.
There's an Armada player right down there at the tree. Oh. Great elimination by MVP. That puts us down to 2 Armada players if my count is correct.
Go, 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 go!
And they run out of time, so here they start pushing hard. I believe there's only 2 Armada left. And I think MVP have the flag. Yes, they do. They're running back down to the center of the field. So some good play by Armada, but not quite enough to hold off MVP. And MVP gets a flag grab, but does not get the flag hang. So great start to the 10-man action. We're going to have Far Side versus GZ Gold next. That's going to be a big matchup. Two fantastic teams. I think you got the pull, guys, but not the hang.
Yeah. Is it a win if we get the pull?
Not a win, but it's
more points.
More points.
I'll take it on the wood.
Okay, so we're going to have more 10-man action coming up. Huge game next. Ground Zero Gold versus Far Side. Stay tuned for those. If you're enjoying what we're doing, guys, and you're part of wanting to see this mechanical revolution and see the 10-man resurgence happen, please like and share the videos. Let everyone else know what's going on. Really appreciate the support. Great game about to come up. We'll be live in just a few seconds.